Hello and welcome back to Damascus in Cities Skylines. Today we have a few things that we need to fix, and they were caused by some mods being updated. So one of the mods that we use everywhere is actually this highway right there, and it's actually an asset, not a mod, but it has been updated and it has been causing quite a lot of issues. But that's not all. I don't know what else happened, but it changed the balance. As you can see, this is what's been happening. When you look from far away, you have those weird situations. There are a few areas as well, especially when you have roundabouts. And now I can't find any. There we go, where they actually shift a little bit, and this is causing all these sort of issues. So what we have to do to actually fix that? I won't do all of these this time around, but where I see it, I'll go in there and fix the issues that we might be having. So basically have to just change the roads like this. I can use the detailing that we've done before to just get this as close as possible to what it was and hopefully fixing the issue. But it's annoying, and that's, I would say that's life playing with mods, I guess. But it's, yeah, I didn't expect this so late in the city, and this doesn't help us in terms of everything that we need to do before we actually get into building. But with all that said, I do want to do some building today, and I'll fix that in a second. But the area that I want to work on is basically around this area. But as you can see, we also have some issues with garbage. We had a few issues. I'll pause the game a little bit so I can show you. We had issues with water and sewage. As you can see now, we are very low on water, and sewage was at the top there, and this went down quite a lot. And then what I had to do was adding a lot of new sewage treatment plants. So what I've done, I kind of did a little bit of cheating in there because we don't have as much space to do this as you would have in a city without realistic population. So basically, as you can see, I added one on top of the other just to increase capacity for this, and this is balanced now. I've done the same thing for the water towers, and I can't see any. This one I've duplicated. We're still having some places with a little bit of issues with sewage, as you can see over there. One way that I can do to try to fix it that have been working for me is basically adding more pipe connections in this area, and hopefully this will shorten the distance between these two areas and provide enough coverage, which I think, yeah, we fixed this. Still a little bit hanging in there over here. I'll wait a second. If it doesn't fix, then we need to add more sewage over here. But those are the issues that we're having. We are also having the same one with garbage processing. All of the sudden, is not good enough. And then we had a huge death wave because of this. And now we went from, I think, 630,000 to 676,000. And then population has exploded. And then demand for industry in commerce has just gone through the roofs. And this is insane. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen realistic population hasn't changed at all. And now this just happened. I'm not completely sure why it's some mod that wasn't acting properly, and all of a sudden things start to happen again, I believe. And now we are on this situation. But we'll handle that as we've done with every single thing that we had before, and we will see where it takes us. Definitely, we are missing some sewage in here. So what I've done, and I will show you, I basically go in here and plop one on top of each other, and then we wait for this to get active. You see that this hopefully will go up, will go up as well, and these should help with sewage in this area. As you can see, it seems to be fixed now. I believe this is just like too many people in the area, and that's why it's causing all of that. And we need to wait for balance things out now, and that will happen. But to sort the trash issue, what I want to do is, while I build this area, I want to use one of the monuments that we have, and that's the ultimate recycling plant that came on the Green Cities DLC. So this will jump the processing rate for 800,000 per week. And if you look at this, this is basically doubling the landfill capacity, although this is processing, not, yeah, this is garbage processing, which is adding quite a lot. So hopefully that'll be enough. It's not enough, I'll do the same trick as I mentioned, which will be coming in here and adding another building of those in there, like so, on top of each other. You can't see any difference in the area, but it will help with sending trucks for collection and helping out with the area as well. But without any further ado, I will start working on it, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So a lot of things happen, and I will try to remember everything and walk you through all of that. First of all, in terms of the demands, especially for water, sewage, and garbage, I don't know what happened, but after I restarted the computer, it started going well. So when I put this down, it was sending like 100 garbage trucks, like crazy. And look at now the water availability and sewage treatment. I haven't added anything. Instead, I'm just consuming even more. So I'll leave the extra buildings in there. I don't think that's a problem. We are still getting a lot of money, and that is all right. We don't read too much in the population. I've noticed that realistic population was kind of a bit off as well. And after restarting, things start balancing out as well. And it's been a while that I've been playing on speed 3, and it went to 800,000, and now it's going down again. And I think it's now getting where it should be. I think we should go to 70, 60, 75, 55, something like that. But we will get there. In terms of unemployment, we had 45% before. We are now at 16%, as I've said. It seems like things are starting to balance out a little bit more. I've added quite a lot of industry, offices, and commercial, so we have to wait a little bit, and this is a lot better. We had a total import of 21,000, now we are at 14,000, and one of the reasons is because I've done more industry. So let's start over here. I've done this bit of industry in here, added this extra cargo tank terminal in there, and obviously connect this over here. Got a new track, and then go back in there. This also connects to all this industry, which has been working quite nicely. Sometimes this corner here gets a little bit busy, sometimes this one, but all in all, this is working really nicely. And also added two crossways in here that goes straight into the train station, the passenger station over there. I think that's quite helpful. And added this connection across over here as well. Not just that, added two more connections across here and here. Also made the highway sunken in here, just to make it, I don't know, I like it more this way. This looks pretty nicer. And if we want to, we can add the key on around that, and that works really well done. There's some weirdness happening in here, but we can fix when we build this area. Also, these areas that have nothing in here, they actually have zoning, and that's for residential zoning. But as we have way more zoning than or residential than we actually need, this will take a while until they build over there. But that's not a problem, this will happen eventually. And as I mentioned, this is all new. All offices, commercial, more offices and offices over here as well. Added some helicopter depots over here, and here. So police, fire department, and emergency services. And obviously our ultimate recycling plants over here that I quite like as well. And look at this, what I actually will do, I'll remove that one that's kind of weird, but we don't need that anymore. And I'll rather, maybe I'll bring that road. Don't want to connect there though. I'll bring as much as I can to this road here, because this is very busy with this connection here. And I'll add some more offices in there. Also, I'll keep those trees in there just because they are nicer. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll see what builds in there and we will change that. There's a lot of demand for industry and offices at the moment, so that'll be good. Added quite a lot of offices that I mentioned in here as well. Added this crossing and those walkways, so people don't actually have to go here and around. This roundabout doesn't allow people to cross to different sides, so that works quite well. That is underneath here, that is a train station, as you can see. 96 people serviced last week, and I'll show you in a second where that connects. Because then that is something that I mentioned before and that I started doing in here. Not the focus for today, but I want to add this. As you can see, let's go into general education. Elementary school, we are now on yellow. High school, we are finally on yellow. We were on red for a long time. And university, we are way under what we need. All our universities are at capacity, as you can see, at capacity in here. So 7,369 people on this university, making a lot of money. And our Damascus County University, 8,900 at capacity as well, making a lot of money. And this little university that I just added in here, basically have some dorms, and all of the dorms are all occupied, everyone in there. And there isn't much in here. That is the main building. There is the dorms. We have 4 dorms in here. 1 groundskeeping, 1 drama club, and 1 liberal arts study hall. So plenty of things that we can do in here still. And yeah, as you can see, plenty of buildings to do. Grow this quite a lot. still need to do a cafe for that, but I want to expand in here and maybe at the back here as well, just to see how much space we need. I'll integrate this area and that'll be offices, there'll be other buildings. For example, in here, these will all be offices over there. And I may do on this corner as well. Why not? And I think this will get everything integrated in the area and that will look quite nicely. As you know, we need one more tree over here. And when I say one more tree, that's several. But but we'll see how that works out. Really growing, really having a lot of fun. I'm happy that we are progressing in this area as well. I don't think I'll build anything back here. I'll keep this as it is. I want to have this area as raw as possible. This was mostly empty space without much trees, without many trees, and I think that made sense to have this in here as we don't have any industry in this corner of the map, like at all. Closest industry, have this specialized industry over here. We don't have industry on that side of the map at all. We have like a little bit in there. What we might be able to do even is work on this area as we have train stations, and you know what? This would be actually quite good to have some industry over here. I think we will do it. Let's grab just a road in here. I'll leave some space in there. We don't need to have anything in that area yet. And I'll potentially just create this area over here as well for now. And well, let's create something in here. We should have zoning in there. We don't. So what I'll do, I'll basically increase the zoning for this area over there, and then we should be more than good in this area in terms of coverage for fire department and all that sort of stuff. If I can make this straight, I will appreciate that. I will do some emergency services in here. I think that it still makes sense for us to have there. And we'll move it over here and get some police over there as well, just to make sure that we have something in there, you know. And I'll even do a plaza over here. I think that'll be all right there. This will make everyone happy. We do have train station over there as well, which is very helpful for this area, and we'll add a little bit more industry on this side of the map. Like, this has been very poorly utilized at the moment, and this one as well. And I want this to have more movement because this area is pretty quiet and there is a lot going on in here. There is a lot of offices, commercial, residential in this area, and that makes sense. But yeah, back to this. I've got distracted a little bit over there. The last thing that I want to show you is the metro line, and that's metro line, this one, downtown, which was originally to Cove Place. And maybe before we do this, if we're calling that the Green District, which makes sense because of the green automated recycling plants, I'll call it Green Academy of Arts. Like, lovely name actually, I love it. And then this will work out for us. So we can change the name of the line. And this is pretty busy. That stop over there, which is underground here, has 28 people, 29 now. And the line is moving more and more people as we build this area, which is really nice. Now, we don't have any other means of public transportation in here. I want to build this a little bit more. We definitely need more bus lines in this area, maybe something else, I don't know. We might connect those two lines in here with this area at the back with another metro line. That's another possibility, but we will see. Also did a bunch of decoration in here on in the middle here, trees, and on every other gap that I could find in this area. So I like this. It's looking better and better, and I can't wait to see how this all will gonna look like when we finish building this area. But for today, that will be all. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you want to see anything in particular alongside the university in here, because we'll definitely work on that. And don't forget to leave a like and maybe consider joining our Discord server, where we talk a lot about Cities Skylines and some other games that we play in the channel. But for today, thank you again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!